welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Raptors last season missed the playoffs for the first time in 8 years. Fred VanVleet said people are overlooking us again, which is not a bad place to be in. Kevin, this front office finds diamonds in the rough, so it's only a matter of time before they're back in the mix.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. And both teams tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's DONCIC and Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Raptors, VanVleet and Anunoby are your wingmen. Khem Birch is out there with Barnes. And it's Dragic in at the 1. Birch, that's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Puts it up off the inbound. The shot by Powell, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
First team foul.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. VanVleet looking around. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And stolen by Barnes. Anunoby in the corner for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is what you already like about OG Anunoby's game. Has a good feel for where to get his shots along the perimeter.
Hardaway kicks to DONCIC. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Here's the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
Kicks it out to VanVleet. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here are the Mavericks now. It's a 5-point game. And Steve, along with everything else he does, VanVleet's effectiveness as a playmaker is key for this team.
It is, Kevin. He makes great reads, he makes the right pass, and he doesn't turn the ball over.
Now here's Barnes. Outside Dragic, driving the lane. Kicks it out to VanVleet. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
No way Dragic misses that wide open man. He plays good heads-up basketball.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The 3 for DONCIC. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's VanVleet. He's got 6. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong. He's playing with that one extra gear so far that none of the other guys have found yet.
Van Vliet against Hardaway. A pass to Porzingis. An emphatic LUCA.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Raptors leading by 5. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Maxi Kleber.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Now DONCIC to the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Barnes. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. And Trent subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And then for Dallas, Brown, he's checked in for Porzingis. Reggie Bullock comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Barnes. The dunk by Achua.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Now, here's Trent to the right side. Here's Dragic. Again, Toronto.
That's a strong move right down there in the paint. Something you see a lot from Goran Dragic.
2 minutes left in
On the pass to Brunson. Round kicks to Brunson. DONCIC feeling it out. Another 3 for Dallas.
And without much left to prove, DONCIC still trying to hone the consistency of that 3 ball. But the confidence, no doubt, is there.
Anunoby has the open look, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Brown, count it. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
A playmaker of DONCIC's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Dragic. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Some changes for Toronto. Luka's checked in. And Flynn subbed in for Goran Dragic. .11 left in the first. Flynn misses. Mavericks trail by 3. Kleber kicks to DONCIC. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. DONCIC has got 8 points.
In the mid-range, no longer a challenge for DONCIC. He has rapidly become one of the best 3-level scorers in the game.
Now, here's Achua. Tight defense on him, and the Raptors miss again. Floats it up for DONCIC, and they take the lead.
And really, DONCIC can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive.
Toronto's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. A nice shot by Flynn.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Runs in the pass to DONCIC. Lets it go from 14. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Trent with it, grounds there. Outside Flynn, passes it to Mikhailuk. From outside the arc. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Goran Dragic told us about his attacking style of play.
Try to get inside the paint and collapse the defense, and then we spray the ball. And you know, our saying is good to great. You know, sometimes you have a good shot, but if you make an extra pass, you're gonna have a greater shot.
Greg, you love that unselfish style, don't you?
Yeah, he can definitely score, but you combine that with his passing and even more for the defense to worry about.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Toronto right now, Gary Trent is out there with OG Anunoby. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Flynn in at the 1 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. You know, Steve, this league is filled with potent offenses, but which team would you say is the most dangerous offensively?
Oh, Kevin, I have to go with the team that has Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. 3 all-time great scorers on the same team. Now that's dangerous.
And he knocks down the first one. Ken Burge is checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Gary Trent. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for DONCIC. Both good from the line that time. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Porzingis. They get a hand on it. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Brunson.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Achiuwa. VanVleet against Hardaway. VanVleet right side. 5 to shoot. Hardaway with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Shoots over VanVleet. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Brown. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 1 now for Dallas. VanVleet up top. Headed by Hardaway. Here's Birch. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Toronto ball.
And Toronto making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. There's the pass to Mikhailuk. Shoots over Brown, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
He's looking for Birch and finds him. Here's Barnes. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Porzingis finds Brown. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Brunson. Covered by Flynn. Shoots it up. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 1. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Flynn. And he finishes nicely on the way. Flynn's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Van Vliet against Hardaway. To the wing right side. Great D that time from Van Vliet. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Got that one up quick. And now it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
No hesitation from Fred Van Vliet. Assertive off the catch and shoot.
And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Fred's checked in for Toronto. Dragic comes in for Flynn. Then for the Mavericks, Brown is checked in for Sterling Brown. Reggie Bullock comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Dragic off the drive. Doncic with the block.
And good instincts from Doncic. His coaches and teammates love when he's in hustle mode and gets those blocks.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
So it's Toronto now. To the middle. Here's Birch. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
Here's Doncic. Brown kicks to Bullock. Shoots the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Mavericks lead by 2. It has been nip and tuck.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. And Dallas also making a switch. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mavericks on D. No good from Dragic. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. A new 14 for the Raptors. Birch kicks to Barnes. And the Raptors miss again. Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Count that bucket.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Raptors trail by 4. There's 38 seconds left here in the second.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Brown. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Inside. And stolen by Barnes. Outside Dragic. With some arc. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Goran Dragic has developed that beautiful teardrop, making himself a more versatile scorer.
Doncic against Dragic on Another three for Dallas.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Outside Dragic. With the floater. The shot, no good. Doncic way outside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Dallas. They lead by 5. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. LUCA Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy. Kind of like Shaq's suit.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Hard to feel happy when your opponent shoots over 60%. You're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. LUCA Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Powell in at the 5. A 3 from Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now here is Hardaway. And it's blocked. Dragic with a wide open look. Dragic with another miss.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Dallas, no good that time either.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Anunoby, good.
With a much tighter handle now, OG has added the pull-up jumper to his game.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, LUCA Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Brown is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Sterling Brown.
Dragic against Doncic. Doncic with the steal. Hardaway, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. No good off the back of the rim.
and I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Dragic, the pass to Birch. The kick out to Dragic. Lobbed up there for Barnes. And Toronto turns it over again. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Powell will bring it up for the Mavericks. The lead is 2. And here is Van Vliet. He's got 8 with a tie. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Brunson, good.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Van Vliet with it. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Outside Flynn. Back to Achua. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. And it's 6 points for Precious Achua.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Here's Van Vliet. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Now the Raptors moving it up. A nice shot by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got his first points in this one. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
To the inside, Cauley Stein. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Cauley Stein's got his second basket. Here's Flynn. 8 points for him. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Trent's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Then for the Mavericks, Brown's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Brown. The Mavericks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Hardaway dishes to Brown. Dallas moving it around. Near the three-point line, it's Bullock. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bullock's got 5 points so far. Toronto trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
1:58 left in the third. It's rebounded by Brunson. For Dallas, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And he drives in, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
So he gets them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Right wing. Here's Anunoby. Drills the three-pointer. Anunoby's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Hardaway finds Brunson. Here's Bullock. They get the rebound. Here's Brown. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Flynn the pass to Mikhailuk. Cloak loose. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Brunson, and it's Bullock in the corner. The three-pointer, no good. Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And the basket is good. Anunoby's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
With the drive, that one drops for him. Flynn's got 12 in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kleba, the pass to Brunson. From deep, cranes the three-pointer. Brunson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. To the wing on the left, here's Mikhailuk. The Raptors rebound. Good dunk by Achua.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Mavericks lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Ken Birch is out there with Barnes. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Dragic, and it's Flynn in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Finney Smith passes the Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting
First free throw is good.
Moses Brown taking 2 shots.
And Brown drops them both. Here's Dragic. And there's the pass to Birch. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Flynn.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Brown finds DONCIC. Over Barnes. They get it back. Brown makes it off the glass.
Moses Brown.
And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Toronto's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on LUCA DONCIC. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Brown. And Porzingis subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Down low, here's Van Vliet. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's tough from Van Vliet. Able to take the hit and keep working through it.
Brown is checked in for the Mavericks.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, Fred Van Vliet, shooting one.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. And throughout his career, Dragic has been a leader. It's a natural fit for him.
Duncan Robinson called him the ultimate leader. Dragic, leader of his national team for a decade now. Guy just embraces the responsibility of it all.
That one goes. Count it. Raptors trail by 4. Dragic looking for an opening. Now, here's Birch. Guarded by Powell.
Love seeing this from Anunoby, getting into a rhythm and staying after it.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Shoots over Dragic. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Doncic against Dragic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on LUCA Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Looking to get it going. Dragic kicks to Anunoby. No good from outside. Mavericks leading by 4 to the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Kristaps Porzingis at the line for 2.
No good on the second free throw.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And they double up Doncic. Stolen by Van Vliet. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
7'2" wingspan. OG Anunoby throwing it down.
Dallas has gone 7-15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now the Raptors moving it up. Barnes with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. They get it again. The kick out to Dragic. Pass to Barnes. 5 on the clock. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Sterling Brown. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Doncic gets it to go.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And the Raptors call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor and These timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. The kick out to Dragic. Pass to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 5 assists tonight.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
And Doncic gets it to go.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Here's Barnes. Birch with it. Powell on him. Pass to Van Vliet. From the arc. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. On the wing, Doncic. He's guarded by Dragic. That one falls. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personnel. Comes up with the goods on that one.
Porzingis with the block. And here's the break. Out to Doncic. Passes to Powell. Outside Hardaway. Back to Powell. 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It drops.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
It's Dragic with the drive. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, look at the confidence of Goran Dragic, putting the team on his back.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
To the left side wing. Here's Finney Smith. And the shot falls short this time. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Van Vliet wide open. Got it. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Here's Doncic. Count it.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
Here's Dragic. Up there for Barnes. Porzingis with the steal, and the Mavericks call time here. They're up by 2. 1 second left here in the 4th quarter. Doncic way outside. No good. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
LUCA, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we stepped up together, played good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.